901 in the Big O Tires of Seymour Studio. Good morning to you, Brew Crew. Special guest in studio with me this morning, Keith Swinney with the Keith Swinney Band. Good morning, Keith.
Good
How
morning.
are you?
I'm all right. It's an honor to be here. Appreciate it.
Well, I am so happy that you're here, and I have just apologized to you because my ferocious golden doodle had you cornered this morning when I came around the corner. I was on the air. I came around the corner. I'm like, what's happening up here? And it was...
Your security here is amazing.
My
all
security
right? You work in a safe environment. You truly do, yes.
I really do. I said I had my headphones on. I couldn't hear anything. And yeah, Ruby Sue had you up there. But so glad that you're here today with us, Keith. And I always start out with our question of the day.
All right.
And ask our guests. So our question of the day today, first of all, we never do anything political, anything serious. It's just like, you know what I mean? Top of mind, just human interest stuff that brings us all together. So this is what we're talking about this morning.
All right.
Bagels. Do you toast your bagel, Keith?
Well, if I was to have ate a bagel this morning, yes, it would definitely be toasted.
Okay.
But I got to be honest with you, I did stop at White Castle's before I came here. So that was my breakfast of the day.
That was your breakfast.
Breakfast of champions, all right?
Yes. You know, my guy agrees with you completely. He always says the exact same thing. He says those are real eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. So you got to go for that for sure. So Keith Swinney, we're excited. You are a local guy from Holton, Indiana. Said you've been playing music since you were 15 years old.
Yeah. Yes. Big town of Holton, Indiana. Population 500, counting all the horses and chickens.
Yes.
And also Keith Swinney.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I've been doing this since I was 15 years old, and I'm about to turn 42 next month. So I've had a long career. I've always heard in the music business, if you got a career of 5 to 10 years, you're doing really good. Either that, or I'm just, I really stink and I just can't give it up. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
Oh, I don't think that's the case. I know that everybody's really excited. You said you and your band been playing together for a long time.
Yeah.
And you're gonna play this weekend in North Vernon at the Park Theater.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to it. And if anybody's interested, there are still tickets available. And I'll go through a little list here. They can be bought at the Park Theater box office Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. If you want to call and have any questions about the tickets or about the place, the number there is 812-346-0330. And we're really looking forward to it. This will probably be, since they've reopened the Park Theater years ago, probably the 4th or maybe 5th time I believe we've got the chance to play there. And every time, it's to me, it's almost like playing the Grand Ole Opry or something. I mean, it's just that experience. It's like there's a lot of history there.
Right.
There's a wall in the back where all the bands and groups have signed. That's played there over the years.
Oh, that's very
cool. And it's like we signed there years ago. I don't know if we're allowed to sign again, but I'm going to check in on that this time around.
That's very cool. I was telling you, I've always wanted to go to that theater, but haven't had the chance yet. I heard so many great things. And Keith, talk to me a little bit about what people can expect this weekend. I'll tell you what I say on the show all the time.
Yeah.
Is I worked in country radio for 13 years. I've worked in rock radio for a few years now.
Yeah.
And what I love is music. I love all kinds of music. And we really encourage that around here. You said you're a country band, but you do play some John Mellencamp.
Oh yeah, we'll do some classic rock type stuff, maybe some southern rock, but this show's mainly focused around country, and that's why we called it a night of real country music. But we got to slip in a little bit of rock,
Yeah.
But no, we're looking forward to it because this is a chance for people to come out and it'd be more of a family-oriented type atmosphere, and get to listen to some classic country music from the 80s and 90s. A lot of it's what we're going to focus on. And so you'll hear stuff from Alan Jackson and George Strait, things like that. But then we'll also do some original stuff too, some songs that I have written and had produced and recorded over the years. And then also Shirley Bryant in my band. She recorded an album down in Nashville, Tennessee, and we'll be doing some songs off of her album. She actually has a duet with country music legend David Frizzell. I'm going to hire a wino to decorate my home. You remember him?
Right.
So he actually produced her album and does a duet on on her album with her, and I get to be David Frizzell that night.
Oh, how
Yes.
cool is that?
Yeah, I get to fill in. I always tell people, the whole story about how this album came about, but then I remind them that David Frizzell is not with us this evening, and nor is he ever. So y'all get stuck with me. But it's a beautiful song called "Why Wasn't It Me?"
Okay.
So we'll be doing that, and we do have some newer stuff that we're going to put out that we've never played live. So people that do come see us all the time can look forward to that, hearing some new songs and maybe a couple new original songs. So it'll be something to, like I said, even if you're a follower of the Keith Swinney Band, there'll be some stuff there that night that's, you're going to enjoy. Really enjoy.
Absolutely,
So,
it sounds like it.
Yeah.
So, Brew Crew, if you're just joining in with us this morning, in studio with me, Keith Swinney with the Keith Swinney Band, getting ready for a big show this weekend in North Vernon at the Park Theater. And tickets available now through, you can give them a call, but you'll also be able to get tickets that night. How much are the tickets, Keith?
The tickets are $15, and yes, you can pick them up at the Park Theater box office. But you can also get them that night, like you said, and they're cash only.
Okay.
That is one important thing, cash only. So.
Very good. And I know as well, Colt Windhorse going to be opening for you. Colt,
looking forward to
always
that.
a treat to see as well.
Yeah.
A lot of local fans around here for Colt Windhorse. So let's talk more about you, Keith. You were saying you guys travel and do shows a little bit of everywhere in Madison and several other places, right?
Yeah, and if you go on Facebook, look up the Keith Swinney Band, and one of the first posts on there is always our schedule. You click on that, and we've got our whole year already on, scheduled out and planned. I believe right now we're looking at probably around 60 shows we've already booked for next year, or this year. Now I keep saying next year, but it's so hard to believe it's 2024 already. Woo.
Yeah, geez.
But and that's another thing. We will have new T-shirts at this concert this weekend too. The new 2024 Keith Swinney Band T-shirts. So something for our followers to kind of look forward to. Bring some extra cash for that, all right?
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah.
Okay, so follow you on Facebook, and look, a 60 shows is a lot of shows.
Yeah, and we're really lucky, blessed, maybe even a little crazy.
Yeah.
But usually by the end of February, we'll have probably 120 shows booked.
Mm-hmm.
So, and everybody does have a full-time job as well, with family and kids and everything. Mm-hmm. So we stay crazy busy. So, but it's a blessing. It is. So.
Absolutely. So again, the Keith Swinney Band going to be in North Vernon this weekend at the Park Theater. And this is, you said, an evening of country music, the real country we always call it, right?
Real country music, yes.
Alan Jackson. You do any George Strait?
Oh yeah, definitely. We've got some George Strait on the set. We've got some Merle Haggard. One of my claim to fame is when I was 16, I got to open a show for Merle Haggard in Zanesville, Ohio, and I got tons of cool stories on that. But we always do some Merle Haggard. That night we're going to be doing some Johnny Cash. Like I said, it'll be some real country music, stuff that unfortunately when you turn on the country stations nowadays you don't get to hear as much of.
Doesn't sound quite the same. You're right. Well, this sounds like a delightful evening. Weather cold the beginning of the week, but it is going to be warming up, and this is a great event that you can do inside with your family. Cost effective too. You said only $15 for the tickets.
Yeah, and no matter how cold it is outside, it's going to be hot in there, all right?
That's right. Everybody's going to be out of their seats, scooting, boogieing, and all that.
That's
right?
very possible, yes.
All right, very good. It was a pleasure to meet you, Keith Swinney.
Same to you.
And we'll keep chatting it up this week, and best wishes.
Yep, thanks. Appreciate it.
All right, let's check out that forecast being brought to you by All Phase Electric, located on Brown